From Murshai Street to the reality east of Sheikh Radwan neighborhood in Gaza City, Israeli tanks have stormed the neighborhood, massacring families and displacing many from the 6 schools in the area. They burned and destroyed the schools, took the refugees to Al-Taqwa Mosque, and detained several youths according to eyewitnesses. The Al-Khaldi family lived in this area, where the Israelis committed a massacre, executing several family members. We hear the testimony of one of the survivors, a family member.
They threw grenades at my family members, opened fire on them. They executed them point blank while we were at home, after our house was besieged by the occupation army for 24 hours. After that, the army entered and killed those inside. They removed the women and survivors. Then they returned to the house to eliminate those who remained alive among the wounded. They executed 8 members of the family, including an elderly blind man, an elderly woman, a pregnant woman. They shot her in the back. 2 days after the incident, Israeli soldiers detonated the neighboring house to erase their heinous crime.
Here's one of the 6 schools invaded by the Israeli occupation forces. I'm standing among these schoolyard graves where they were forced to bury some of the displaced executed by the occupation forces.
The night before was very quiet. During the day, there was a belt of fire. It burned everything, left no trees, no leaves, nothing. Exactly when the call for dawn prayers came, the tanks were at the school gate. When the army entered, they didn't negotiate or talk. They just started shooting. We started covering up with blankets to protect ourselves from any stray bullets. Children were screaming. It was an unnatural fear, terrifying, not a normal fear. This isn't a war, this is extermination.
Between a school, a street, a mosque, a neighborhood, all turned into rubble, and the smell of death emanates from within this rubble. Mahmoud Sabah, RT, from Gaza City.